PUBG in the public restroom? How much wood would a witch would chuck if a witch wood could chuck wood? Rocket League League takes off down under. Welcome to screenPLAY League. Our first story shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. FORTNITE releases a mobile version, PUBG releases a mobile version. That's right, you can now play PUBG on your phone. The catch? You have to be in the US or Canada. I'm sure you can do that. A little bit of tricksy work there on your App Store, or your Google Play Store, or wherever the hell you get your apps from. You can trick it into thinking you're from the US or Canada and play there. Is the game gonna run bad? Maybe. Is it gonna be really difficult to play on a mobile phone? Definitely, guaranteed. Look how big my hands are. My mobile device has to be like the size of a tablet in order to even vaguely enjoy this. The good news is though, this is built from the ground up to be based for the mobile platform only. That includes a lot of in-game changes, including auto pickups, a lot of helpful, friendly auto aim to make it that bit easier to play on the mobile phone. The bad news is, mobile only, so you can't cross-platform play with your mates. I don't know why you'd still want to do that, but regardless, it's a cool feature to have. The best news, though, is that it's free if you're in the US or Canada. In other esports news, Hearthstone's 8th expansion, Witchwood, is getting a reveal stream coming up this Tuesday, the 27th at 5 AM. That's right, 5 AM. It's going to be available on Twitch, and you and Nick Boy could be watching that. Basically, the reveal is going to show off a subset of the 135 brand new cards from the Witchwood expansion. After that, members of the community and press will get to slowly but surely trickle out and reveal that information to you, so that game can once again steal a ton of your money. But hey, you should be in the chat, you should be raving about this because they're going to change the meta and they're going to ruin the game that you love and spend loads of cash on. Now for some Rocket League news from Down Under. Throwdown's OCE Championship League has started. In the next 5 weeks, starting every Sunday, you're going to be able to watch the top 8 teams in the region battle it out for a chance to compete at the Rocket League Championship Series, or the RLCS, somewhere in America. And it's going to be great. $500,000 up for grabs for the winners of that one. But what you should be doing is tuning in every single Sunday to their Twitch streams. The first week of play is already concluded, and here's a clip from now, my new favorite named team in all of esports, Legs Are Silly.
Smarting Legacy Esports. That's when Legs Are Silly really turn on. Now for the angle. The backboard sent away. Sicky, 6 shots. Xerix with the angle. My God, I do love angles.
The OCE Championship is going to be running until April 15th, and after that, we're going to get to see the playoffs where someone is going to win a ton of cash. In other esports news, you should still be watching the Overwatch League, which is now going into the 5th week of Stage 2. That means the title playoffs are coming, and it looks like we've got a top 3 Korean lineup. Look, it's not a surprise. I think this is where we're going to be for a really, really long time. Also, Division B of the Call of Duty World League is finishing up here. Last week, this week, we'll see who comes out on top there. Atlanta was a blast. Birmingham's coming up in a few weeks as well, so there's tons of esports to watch. That's all the news headlines this week. You filthy animals. Now to join me in a discussion as to why less prize money is better for the long-term life of an esport, it's 90s grunge band lead singer, Lick Richardson!
Lick Richardson, really?
Yeah, we'll go with it. We'll just go with it.
You're very tired.
Lick Richardson. Okay, Lick, here's the deal. Some esports titles, the prize pools are really, really well managed. Other titles blow out on one huge, super tournament once a year, and then you don't really see too much.
Yeah.
For like the entire year, and those players go hungry and starve and die.
Yeah, that's my esport, baby. That's Dota. That's the Dota model for years. The problem that Dota has had for years in esports is that it's been their prize pool has been crowdfunded. So this has been great because it means that you get a stack of money into this prize pool of people buying the compendium, this in-game thing, and a portion of that money goes to the prize pool. And so when a bunch of people buy this, the prize pool gets really big. And we're talking like in the 20s of millions of dollars. The issue you have with that is that if you're not the team that wins that prize pool and you get to split, you know, $5-6 million between 6 or 7 people, then you go hungry. You don't get to take home $5-6 million. You have won, you know, when you're entering these other tournaments throughout the year, you're winning a few grand here and there. And it's just not this sustainable model. There's one big fish that gets all the money and everybody else is like, well, we can't really quit our jobs and we don't have enough money to pay for the players that we really want. And yeah, it just becomes like a terrible model.
Yeah, and this is something that's kind of typical across quite a lot of esports titles. I mean, and sometimes a positive changes made. So the Call of Duty World League, they had a similar model whereby the big end of year tournament champs would have the largest largest prize pool, usually around $2 million, and then be a small smattering of tournaments throughout the year, open events, and even a league play. But the prize pools there were significantly lower. The players actually met with Activision and made a conscious decision. They were like, we would much rather have much more of an even spread across the whole year, like 4 stages, 200k each, and then champs is only a big $1 million payout for the entire comp. That's way more sustainable because the beauty of most esports, not the same team doesn't win every single event.
Yeah.
So there is an actual sustainable income for most of these players who are playing at the top level, in and amongst YouTube and Twitch and all that shit. But that really does work. One example where this really hasn't worked is the Halo series. So Halo had its world champs on Halo 5 in 2016.
16!
That was a $2 million tournament that was crowdfunded.
Yeah.
That was so cool because we were like, oh my god, crowdfunding. I bought all the skins, I bought all the packs, and I was like, I'm helping the players. Never happened again. Didn't happen again.
Oh, really?
They couldn't crowdfund anything from then on out. I don't know why, some internal issues maybe, but it seemed to really, really work. And it was backed by like a great wave of in-game items that was super cool, very exclusive, like world championship skins and all that stuff. But it's never happened again, and that's probably an internal problem. And the next series of tournaments, it was like $2 million, $1 million. And that was like a whole year later with nothing in between of any significance whatsoever. And those players are literally there holding their empty controllers just like...
Empty controllers?
Yeah, like this. Empty controller, just like...
But they didn't have enough money to fill it with the circuits.
Fill it with the buttons and the sticks, but just like, I got nothing to play for. There's literally nothing to play for because they blew everything out in the first big tournament of the year.
When you look at the story behind Dota, when you look at the story behind COD, when you look at the story behind, you know, even the Overwatch League, in the public eye, it's how much money are players making. That's all it is. It's always how much money are players making out of these prize pools, because that's the only way that, you know, the mainstream can gauge success, I guess, or importance or relevance or sustainability of going.
Shallow creatures.
Yeah.
It's all about the money. I got some wild statistics now to throw your way, basically revolving around Dota and the crazy amount of money that Dota has given away over its relatively small competitive lifespan. Came out in 2013. Since then, it's had 890 tournaments. In 890 tournaments, I don't know, you're like, this doesn't have, I've got no reference yet. I've got another one for you, hold on. 890 tournaments since 2013. They've given out $137 million.
So much money.
That's so much money. To compare that against League of Legends, which is another freakishly successful esport, an extremely popular game. Since its inception, it's had 2,000 tournaments, 2005, 2,000 tournaments. That's incrementally more. They've not even got close to $50 million. Well, technically 45.5, but that's a huge difference for a game that is seemingly way more popular.
Well, I was gonna say, I find that interesting that Dota has a far smaller player base than League, but Dota's story is, from the public eye, the cash cow.
Full cash cow.
Whereas League is like, oh yeah, but we sold out the Bird's Nest Stadium in,
we had a dragon.
China, and yeah, where there was a dragon flew around, and we've got all these players, and we've got teams that are all on the books, paid by Riot, like, and you know, an actual setup. So yeah, I don't know whether or not the massive money is translating to you know, popularity or getting more people in. It's certainly getting more people talking about something, but you know, how does that translate across?
It's better for an esport to have less money given over a longer period for its viewers, for its professional players, and for its general player base.
For its life, man. It's healthy. It's like child stars. You don't want to get a bunch of money right at the beginning. You want to spread that out of the course of your career. We don't want Dota to become Macaulay Culkin.
And that's it for Screenplay League this week. Macaulay Culkin, right? Macaulay Culkin? Macaulay Culkin. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out all the other videos we've got. We've got loads of cool things all over the table. Bottom there, subscribe, get into the comments, write something kind of fun and cool, hit the like button, and watch all the other videos. We'll see you next time. You got him?